Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, empire, welcome back to the podcast. I know that there's several people out there that just love every time I make a video. But you know what? As you put in the comments, you're right, man. They get a lot of views. People watch them. It's a lot of views for me. We're a scrub channel, man. Look, we don't do this for a living. All right, we just do it for fun. So any views are good views. I don't really care about I don't really care about pinging the needle or anything like that. I just like to talk about the project. Been following this forever. I mean, as long as there's been an amp, Flexa coin, all that, I've been here the entire way. So you know what? I'm gonna claim. First landing. That's it. That was me. I was one of the original ones covering this, and I'm going to keep doing it. Some interesting things going on. We'll just go ahead and hit the wickets as we go. We'll go ahead and start with the price. People are concerned about it. I would be concerned about it. I would be incredibly concerned about it if you're at least if you're a penny buyer or higher. Yeah, the price matters. I know. I look at your forums. I can't look at your Discord, obviously, but I do take a look at the Reddit forums and all that. And there's just a whole lot of just really, really tired narrative that don't worry about the price. You should not worry about the price. And yeah. I'm mercenary capital, dude. I'm incredibly concerned about the price. Anywhere I'm at, any token that I'm in, I am incredibly concerned about the price because I'm an investor. So I'd have to ask, man, if you're an investor and you don't care about the price, what are you doing this for? I mean, it's a fair question. So yes, I'm incredibly concerned about the price. Now, one of the things that gets often overlooked on this, particularly on Ethereum tokens, is the community kind of gets it wrapped around their head that everybody's stuck. Everybody's in the same position that they are. They bought in too early. They didn't realize profits, lots of different things like that. But what they seem to forget about is that people scalp. Mercenary capital comes in here and scalps all the time, constantly. Arbitrage bots are an issue. Bots are an issue. And when you have something that was at an all-time low, not too long ago either, man, we're talking 2 months ago, but when you got something that's at an all-time low, people have bought that all-time low. And from that all-time low to now, you're talking about a 72% profit. Now, for the people who bought at the bottom, that is incredible percentage. That is a massive percentage. So if to answer the questions, why does it go up and why do we have these big sell-offs and why does the chart look like this and what causes all this? It's not everybody bought at 6 cents. There are tons of people that bought millions and millions of dollars worth of this thing at an all-time low, and they're going to realize profits as they go, man. Welcome to the world of mercenary capital. That's crypto. That is crypto in a nutshell. And you ignore that at your own peril. You can pretend that doesn't happen, but it absolutely happens. I'm it. All right. I am mercenary capital. Not there. I have my long tokens, but for the most part, I'm mercenary capital. So I'm going to vulture all over something like this. I'm going to let it go up a little bit, and I'm going to dump it, man. I'm going to take profits. I'm going to move on. I'll pay my taxes. I only pay taxes on profits, and I'm happy to do it. But this is also kind of what you're up against. So when you come back up and you're looking at the price action and wondering why it does what it does, that's why it does what it does. Now, most of the recovery has been on Bitcoin. Sorry, man, look, it is what it is. A lot of that big recovery is because Bitcoin has generated a lot of market sentiment. Mercenary capital starts coming in. People get more adventurous. They start dabbling into some of the smaller tokens now. And you are one of the smaller tokens now, sorry. But people are going to come in and they're just going to go to work on it, man. It is what it is. So if you simply don't care about it, I'm going to look back in 10 years, but I think you're doing yourself an incredible disservice, by the way, if you just fire and forget and don't look at it, man. Google opportunity costs. I think this is an important thing that you should be aware of. But this is going to continue to go as long as Bitcoin is going to continue to go, man. So you're going to see ups, down, fluctuations, a lot of mer capital. It is what it is. Welcome to crypto. So moving on, Michael Rogers to the plate. Saw this. Somebody got a nice catch of this. I don't tune into Flexa HQ, so I'm not really sure what they're doing. But Flex HQ hires a new chief compliance officer, Michael Rogers, former VP of compliance at Coinbase, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, JP Morgan, SexIO, and more. So, yeah, that's I guess it's a good hire for the market that you guys are Flex is trying to crack into. You're going to need somebody like this, but man, these guys don't come cheap. They don't, man. That's good credentials. Those are big credentials right up there. But anybody who has that on their resume, they're not working for the vision, dude. They're working because you pay them to work, and they really don't come cheap. So. Is it a good thing? You need one. I thought they already had one though. I mean, if we did, someone correct me in the comments below, please. But I thought you already went through several compliance officers. I remember this. Now, Flexa is not AMP. That's kind of the thing, man. That's just the one takeaway from that. Flexa is not AMP. All right, Flexa is Flexa, and AMP is AMP. This is that's it. So that's Flexa Capacity, and that's what you got to work with, and that's it. It's actually segueing me nicely into what the last bit of this that I wanted to talk about. I want to take over the world of payments. I get it, man. This is the thing. Now, personally, I think it would have made a very good consumer app. I think like Spend, but they never really finished development on the Spend app. And I understand that they're Nighthawk Wallet and it's going to change it up and yeah. But nobody really started from the consumer and worked backwards. They're building something and saying, okay, consumers are going to use it, but they didn't actually ask if the consumers want it or if they want it like this or if this is the direction that they should be going. They never really, they never asked me. I've been in this thing forever. I've used Spend. I'm that guy. So they never really took that from that position and worked backwards. They didn't do like the Steve Jobs method. Find out what the consumer wants, build it, and work back to the product. And they never really did that. But as far as taking over the world of finance and payments, that's what you got to work with right there. That's what you got to work with. $53,119,376. That is how many transactions you can collateralize. Now, it's going to churn. Obviously, man, look, it goes, we know how it works. You pay it, AMP collateralizes the transaction, goes and settles it. The AMP is paid a VIG, and the VIG purchases more AMP off from the open market, and it distributes it to the people that are providing collateral. That's that right there. I mean, we understand how this thing works, but when you look at the big players, your Visa, your MasterCard, your American Express, for God's sakes, your Discover, man, you're talking about billions of dollars worth of churn, just billions and billions and billions. And that's what you have to work with, $53 million. That's what you have to work with. I don't really see that being enough to tip the needle or to really break out. I mean, that's a problem. That is a problem. So if there is some mythical switch that's going to radically increase the price of that token, now is a good time. I mean, now's as good a time as any. If you can get the token to 2 cents, if you can 10x it from where it is right now, it's reasonable. It could. This is crypto, man. It happens. That changes to $530 million. That is realistic money. That's something that you can get to work with. That's something that you can get churning with. But $53 million, man, that ain't going to do it. It's just not. So even with an awful lot of churn, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. I'll just leave it right there. So anyway, guys, yeah, you got some good stuff coming up. Price action is languishing. It happens. It's crypto. You do have some new stuff coming up, and I guess we're just going to have to wait. As far as the white paper and everything before end of the year, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't seen a lot of news on that. I don't think I will. I got a hunch it'll be just completely whiffed. But new year, new hope. We've been through this over and over and over, so I'm sure that you guys know kind of what to expect here. Anyway, questions, comments, Scott at ThePodocasts.com. I answer any and all. And until next time, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money. Cheers.